Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we are checking out the season 5 changes for Blanka. And Blanka of course is a character that is a little bit in a weird spot because he's not that good but he's not that bad, and most people don't want him to be that good, so he's kind of a weird character. Anyway, let's check out some of his changes. The first change for Blanka is for his standing medium punch. What they did is they made it a better poke pretty much. It have one more active frame, it have one less frame of whiff recovery, so it is harder to whiff punish, it's harder to stuff on startup, so it is a good poke overall. I think this is fine because Blanka kinda lacks in the poking department. His crouching heavy punch is okay, although it's not nearly as annoying in this game as it usually are, because crouching heavy punch from Blanka was always like an obnoxious attack, but here it's just okay. So they wanted to buff his standing medium punch a little bit, and I kinda like that. So this is a good poke now. It's better poke than it used to be. He still doesn't get that much out of it, of course, but it is better than it used to be. The other change is to his standing heavy kick, and this is gonna be an annoying change pretty much. So he gets to cancel this now onto the forward and back hop. I'm thinking perhaps there will be some I'm thinking there will be some resets with this, maybe with V trigger activation, for example, like you can activate from the heavy kick here. Yep, there will be some bullshit like that. I mean, you just know when they give him that there will be some bullshit where that is gonna be used, right? So that is the buff. And one thing that's actually kinda cute when you consider it is that usually when he cancel into the hop backwards, he's like -10 from the heavy punch, from the mediums he's even more negative. So this is actually his safest back hop at -8. So not only is it gonna be useful for V-trigger activation and resets, it's also useful for just general mobility. It have a decent range and you get to hop backward and forth, so it could be good. The other change is to his overhead. Now when Blanka does the overhead, he can charge it. And as you can see, this is just the typical overhead. It is -7. But of course he can charge it, and when he does, he is -2. And sadly it is a -2 situation again. Nobody loves the -2 situation. You just know that this is gonna be the thing now. Like, Blanka players are gonna do the overhead and then fuck you, do their DBs. Blanka's got a Blanka, if you know what I mean. So it is a thing now, and on hit he's actually +4, so he gets some combos out of this, right? So if he's fully charging this, he now gets to do some combos out of that. Maybe you will do the jab into EX electricity or something, and that could be useful for the character. Overall, it's some decent changes. I'm not a fan of this forcing a -2 situation. I'm sick of -2 situations, to be honest, but it is what it is. The other change is to his Electric Thunder. Electric Thunder is the electricity, and they made this +4 on block instead of +3. This is nice because at +4 he kinda now can check 3 frame with his crouching medium kick, and it's gonna allow him better pressure with that. So if I'm doing it right, it's gonna allow him to at least walk up and pressure you more, or just check you with his 6 frame normal. So that is really good. It's actually really good for him. The final couple of changes are first to his medium rolling. Medium rolling is his Blanka balls pretty much. They do a little bit more damage than medium and the heavy. Both of them do a little bit more damage. Medium now does 110 and the heavy does 120. So this is a small buff. It's gonna be useful when he like cancel into electricity, for example. So you do something like this and then getting the heavy ball. This is gonna do a little bit more damage, and that is good for the character. The final change for Blanka is his V-trigger 1. Pretty much, this is like many of the other V-triggers in the game. Charge attack will not require charge, so he can walk forward, do his standing heavy punch, and cancel into the ball. I would say this is a good change. Of course, it's gonna make hopping back and forth like that much more annoying. Pretty much he get to do that now, right? So that is a change for his V-trigger 1. Overall, the way I see it is they try to make his standing medium punch a little bit better, but all of the other changes are gonna make him a little bit more degenerate and getting a little bit more damage out of it. Of course, you have to consider that Blanka could potentially get negatively affected by V-Shift, so take it or leave it at that. And that is pretty much it for Blanka. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps this channel so much. I will leave the link to the Patreon page and the Discord server in the description. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.